feel like that's crossed.
Sitting on my chest. Really? Yeah, I feel a little uncomfortable. Sorry.
This building, we call it our schoolhouse. There's a big misconception that a lot of people, so a lot of our hunters are saying there was a fire that killed a bunch of kids here. That never happened. There was a fire in the late 1800s. It didn't claim any souls. It being a schoolhouse for 120 years, obviously at some point, any school that you go to, there's going to be some sort of story about a kid dying in one of the places. So we do have some children entities in here, but again, I'm not going to take away the fun of your hunt. I'm going to let you guys figure out who these kids are. Now, the other thing that happened here was very significant. Now, during the original part of the Battle of Gettysburg, I mean, as we're all aware, I mean, the Union got pushed out of Gettysburg. This is one of the places that a Union cavalry unit that got pushed out of Gettysburg where they were located. And on July 2nd of 1863, as they're all kind of sitting around here, there was another attempt to kind of take the hills. But the Union didn't want that to happen, so what they decided to do is kind of try to fishhook from this building around the forest to kind of cut the Confederacy line off. Well, in the middle of that, there was a regiment that was out here that encountered Confederates, and there was roughly a dozen Union soldiers that were slaughtered directly in the back of that forest, out back of this building.
When you say slaughtered?
Murdered, killed, shot, whichever way you want to look at it. I was sitting, there's a room back there, there's a picture of Jesus on the wall. I was sitting there and I was talking, just in the room talking by myself, and I just had this like gut-wrenching feeling that something was like hovering over top of me. Now, when you tell other people that, they think you're crazy, because like I do this for a living. I see ghosts, and I tell anybody else that, they're like, oh, you're nuts. But I felt like something was just like hovering over top of me, and it was this feeling of, I mean, coming from Philadelphia, it's that feeling of like you're gonna get hit by something. I just don't know what. So I turned the spirit box on, and I was like, hey, like, is there anything here? And I got a really deep man's voice coming through, kind of like swearing at me, saying some words that obviously, because camera's on, I'm not gonna repeat. After that, it just like my body started getting really hot. I started getting really overwhelmed. And for me doing this for so long, I don't get overwhelmed easy. Like I work here and I also work in a museum full of haunted objects that's in Gettysburg. So me getting overwhelmed with stuff like that it's slim to none. It's never going to happen for me. But I started getting overwhelmed. And the second I got up to leave, my spirit box said, thank you for leaving.
Walked into these homes, they did not smell like someone sprayed Febreze in there. It smelled very, how can I describe it? It just smelled like old paint. And if you know that old paint smell, I don't even have to say it, you just know. It just smelled very just off. And just wasn't my vibe.
Dowsing rods right here. These are dowsing rods. Now what these things do, these are more of a basic tool that I consider for investigating. If you've never been investigating before, anybody can use these. So what you're going to do is that you're going to take these. They're going to stand about a shoulder length apart. You're going to hold them up, and you're going to try to hold them as stern as possible so that they're not moving. Because if you just hold them by the beads, as you can see, they're going to fly around. What you want is to take a thigh. Usually take a thumb, put it at the top here, thumb on top here, almost like you're playing an Xbox. But what you're going to be doing is asking yes or no questions. Those are the only questions you're going to be able to ask, because obviously with these dowsing rods, you can't spell out the word like, I don't know, like superfragilifragil, whatever that word is. You're going to be asking yes or no questions. So what you usually do is you like just introduce yourself. Hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm going to be using these dowsing rods. If you want to answer some of the questions that I have, that I would appreciate it. Now, after you say all that, you're going to be like, well, I'm going to be using yes or no questions. So if you want to say yes, I want you to cross the dowsing rods. If no, leave the dowsing rod. If no, ask them to kind of have them come out like that. Now, the number one thing I want you to remember is that, unfortunately, the way I look at it is you're not done with the spirit until the spirit is done with you. So if it says yes, you must ask them to uncross the dowsing rods. If you don't, I've seen people that have not done it, that ended up having things happen to them, being scratched, being pushed, being tripped. We don't need that to happen. So just always remember, again, be respectful to the entities. So I'll give you the dowsing rods right here. K2 meter, whoever wants to back and take that. Where'd the man go?
It's okay, yeah. These, I think, in the other rooms.
Millimeter. Okay, what am I doing? Spirit box. I'll get this set up for you so you guys don't have to worry about fiddling with it.
Do you want to go where?
Who's staying with me?
So I have it down right now, but if you want to turn it up, just remind it's right there. It's that second button. Just click it up. So that's going to be for somebody. And then your flashlights, and then our lovely bell meter.
Should I bring this?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And there's nobody specific to address, right?
Nobody specific. That's what you're looking for is names. That's what we're looking for as well. Right behind you.
Where is he?
Give him. He's in that room. Wait till you see him, man.
Cute. Ed, are you taking this seriously, man?
I am. I'm just trying to get time to myself. I did not feel the heaviness that I felt at the other place on the attic. If you're here, can you tell us your story?
I could turn my light down, maybe.
I turned this chair around, maybe they... This is Ed and Alexa.
Hello.
We're trying to connect with you. Can you hear us? What do you like to do?
I swear I saw a shadow,
Where? On the door?
like on the wall over there.
Is that you? Can you give us any sign at all to let us know that you are here? We would love to connect with you. Any sign. I guess I was in one of the most active rooms in the schoolhouse, which there's this painting of Jesus that's hung on the wall. And on the opposite side of the room, there's just this desk with items scattered about on top. You could tell that they're there because people in the past have been trying to make contact with, I believe the spirit's name was Jack. But again, I kind of walked away from the rest of the group, went in that room by myself, and you just get this, here actually, we got this feeling of, I definitely got this feeling of emptiness, and also like somebody's watching you, and also like a feeling of tightness. I didn't necessarily get that at the other home, but it definitely was a little bit more intense in that particular room. Just that feeling of tightness, that there's some other energy nearby. But again, it could have been all anticipatory because I knew it had been one of the more active rooms in the schoolhouse.
Do you want to sit in the circle here? Maybe
Yeah.
that's the way then. Make the mic like near the box.
Wait, I heard something.
Is anybody here?
Can you show us something? Can you tell us something?
And there's nobody specific to address, right? Like, I don't, yeah.
Specific.
Okay.
That's what you're looking for is names. That's what we're looking for
Yeah.
as well.
Okay, thank you. Hi, anybody that might be here. My name is Grace. This is Yasmine with us. We are visiting and would love to ask anybody who's here some questions using the dowsing rods. My hands are a little shaky, if you can see that. But what we're thinking is they would be yes or no questions. And if the answer is yes, if you could just cross the dowsing rods like that, that would be great. And then I'll ask you to uncross them like that. And if the answer is no, if you could push them outwards like that, that would be really great. So I don't know if you heard him say, we're trying to learn names here, but sweet, we can start. My hands are shaking a little bit, but are you here? Is there anybody here? I can see my hand shaking. Are there kids here right now? Are you a child? Can you tell us your name if you're here? Well, I forgot it's a yes or no question, I'm sorry. Did you go to school here? Is there anybody here now? No, please.
Back a little bit,
Yeah, I know, my hands are shaking a little, yeah. Just like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So make sure you're not pinning it down to the point where it can move the balance, but enough to
Yeah.
where if they do move, you'll
Okay.
see it without even
Thank you,
shaking
that
it.
helps, yeah.
You gonna ask something?
Oh, no, I didn't have anything specific,
Favorite
yeah.
toy?
Well, it has to be a yes or no
I
question,
forgot,
yeah.
Two reproduction favorite toys.
Yeah. Oh, which was, the ducks?
Two ducks.
Oh, the two rubber ducks. Have you played with them today? Do they have names? Did you name your rubber ducks? Are there any spirits here? Have you been outside today? Do you like it when people come to visit you? Is it okay that we're here?
And just, it was really dark in the home. There was like a little light in the middle. We were all sitting around like this, like school children. And I just couldn't take it. And in another room, there was a picture of Jesus. But I wasn't feeling that presence of him because the energy was so dark.
Is your favorite toy out here?
Have they ever moved before?
Yes, they have. I had an experience about a year ago where, to me, I was doing a private investigation in which I was 7 people and we were sitting. I was sitting there, there's a guy sitting there, and there's a guy sitting in a chair directly behind her. And he was sitting there and he was being very vulgar to the entities in here, making fun of them, which you don't do because
Right.
they're just like human beings.
Disrespectful.
If I looked at somebody and called them ugly, like 9 times out of 10, they're not going to take it too
Right,
perfect.
right.
He was looking at the picture that we had up here, calling all these kids ugly and all that stuff. And
What?
one rubber duck, he just kind of flew by and slapped him right in the foot and sat down. It's like that rubber duck was looking at him.
That's crazy.
So I've seen toys fly at this building, at the other building. We wish I could take you to the murder house.
Yeah, that would've been cool.
Why are they called the murder house?
Because there was a murder that happened
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, so in the 1980s, Donald Painter and Deborah Harmon, they lived on Baltimore Street.
Why did
And,
you kill her?
Well, Donald Painter was very much a man, which like I don't follow by his values. His values were, if you're with me and me only. If you even look at another man at all whatsoever, you're sinning to God. Deborah Harmon went down to a bar one night. She had a few drinks, and I'm not being mean. It doesn't matter who you are. Usually, when you have a few drinks, anybody they open up. They open up a lot more than what they would if they didn't drink. She opened up. She started talking to a few gentlemen. Donald Painter went down there, caught her talking to another man, kind of grabbed her out by her hair. Took her to their house, and neighbors said they heard a lot of arguing until about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. They heard a loud bang. That loud bang would be Donald Painter shooting Deborah Harmon at point-blank range in the threshold of the kitchen with a 30-06 rifle, blowing half of her face off. She would die a few days later in the hospital. Now, in that case, he would only get 5 years in prison because it was his story against her story, and her story no longer exists because she wasn't walking on the face of the planet. He said that the rifle accidentally went off and that he wasn't going to shoot her, that he was going to go down to the bar and allegedly
That's always
shoot
the
the
excuse.
gentleman who was talking to his wife. But one thing, it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. You know well enough that even nowadays bars in Gettysburg close at 12 for one. Two, if that guy was at the bar and he was already heavily intoxicated, he's probably already on his way home. And three, the rifle accidentally went off. It takes a lot, especially with a 30-06 rifle, for one, for you to turn the safety off, for you to load a bullet into the chamber, and for you to pull the trigger. If all that happened on accident, that means every rifle that is fired around the world is on accident each and every day of the week.
Right.
So, I believe he killed her. The K2 meter was just spiking up red and it was in your hand.
Oh, it was?
What?
Right there.
Is there anybody here? Are you able to cross the dowsers to say yes? Is there anybody here right now that wants to talk to us? Answer some questions?
Is that moving?
I can't tell if my hand's shaking or if it's moving in my hand. Could be both. If you want to say yes, you can cross the dowsers? Dowsers, thank you. Dowsers. My name is Grace, like I said. Do you want to talk to us? Is it okay that we're here? Is anybody here?
Do you think they were responding because he was talking about another murder?
That's true.
I think so.
Were you murdered? Or killed? Trying to think of yes or no questions. Does murder make you, I mean, it's a stupid question to ask, but does murder make you sad? Is that connected to you? Are you scared? Or angry? As the night went on, I think we all got a lot more confident in our ghost hunting skills. And I think the mission became a lot more clear, and the expectations also, kind of to not have any expectation. I think I went in, and I don't know if I speak for the whole group when I say we're going in, with the goal of talking to a ghost. And I learned from our tour guide that that's not really the best way to approach these situations. It's to go in with an open mind and say, if something happens, it happens, and if not, well, he tried. So I think that attitude shifted for me. Do you want to talk about that? Or do you want to talk about something else? Like your toys? Do you like your rubber duck? You could try it in a different spot. I don't know. I might take the routes back to the spot where he said he saw, or the Jesus spot, maybe. If you have any tips, please, also. I don't know. I know just talking to people, but
I always tell people,
run out of things to say, kind
a
of.
lot of people that come in and they do this, they're always coming here with that expectation.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to see something. I'm
Right.
going to hear something. You don't do that.
Right.
It's like the best thing I can resemble it to is like a football game. If you expect
Yeah.
your team to win, they're not going
Makes
to win.
sense, yeah.
It's just how it happens.
Yeah.
If you go in with an open mind, if I see something, that's great. If I don't, it's great.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you're not going to
totally.
come. It happens all the time. You're not going to come here and every night that we're here. Of
course.
I've worked here for 4 years doing the investigations. There's not been one time where every night of the week that I've come to a certain location that every night there's been activity. Like tonight, there's certainly, at the other location, you guys got something here. I don't know if you guys have gotten anything yet, but it doesn't seem like you have. So just always come in with an open mind. Don't expect to see anything. The more you just keep yourself open, if I see something, it's great. If I don't, it's great. The further you'll get in the field that we're in. So.
Sweet, thank you.
No
Just
problem.
wanted to double check.
I'm scared.
Maybe let's go in here.
Watch your step.
Thank you. Hello. How's your K2 meter doing, Yasmine? Anything interesting? bathroom? No. Are there chairs back in the other?
You want to sit in bed and just see if you guys all
Yeah, let's try that. But the dowsers supposedly will answer yes or no questions, or whoever's here can answer yes or no questions.
Can you guys?
Can you tell us if you prefer talking to a man or a woman?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Does it matter? I know sometimes my bedside manner isn't great. I apologize.
We can try the dowsers if we want.
Yeah.
My name's Grace. Hopefully it's okay that we bombarded you and joined in. But with the dowsers, we can ask yes or no questions, I'm told. So I'll hold them here. So if the answer is yes, just go ahead and cross them. And then if the answer is no, just go ahead and push them out to the side. I'll give you some space here
You hold them like that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
on the beads. But
And they'll
holding
just
them straight.
rotate?
Yeah, yeah. My hands are a little shaky, so I'll tell you guys that much, but unless you want to hold them and try it.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go
No,
around.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But is there anybody here? Anybody here that wants to talk to us? Are you an adult? Or a child? Is it okay that we're here? Can you hear me okay?
Really? Yeah, I feel a little uncomfortable. Sorry.
No,
But
it's
you're fine.
totally fine.
Did I want to go home? Yes, I did want to go home. And I'll tell you why exactly. Because we were in the second house and we're sitting around in a circle like it was elementary school or something. I don't know. And we were just feeling the spirits, just trying to awake them. I wasn't trying to wake them, but other people were. And Katie, who was with us, she had to like walk away because she said her chest felt tense. And I'm sitting there like, I'm done. I went home that night and I went on my knees and I opened the Bible and I took a shower because I wanted to wash all that negativity off of me if it was negative. It didn't feel like a welcoming experience, but I still acknowledged the spirits. I was nice to them, but I knew that this was going to be my last time.
See, that's what happened to me when I was
That kind of
in the
feeling.
attic of that other
You're not
home.
supposed to let those go.
Oh.
Are you?
Oh, I
I'm
don't know.
asking.
I don't know.
Like.
Well,
You
because
let them
if I'm
go.
holding this,
Yeah, you hold it so hold your thumb on the top, he said, so they're not like wildly loose, but
Okay.
loose enough that someone could push them together. He also specifically said if somebody crosses them, make sure you ask them to uncross them or tell them you're going to uncross it before uncrossing it.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us if you're here? Someone in our camera crew had to leave because they felt compressions on their chest or a compression feeling on their chest. Was that you? Are you trying to answer? Do you spend a lot of time here? Can you give us any sort of sign that you're here?
Katie, did you really feel something? She's like, I'm not doing this again. I will never come back here. I'll tell you that.
Jack,
I respect it. I do.
Yeah.
but I don't like it.
Jack, was that you? Were you trying to make Katie feel something? Were you trying to talk to us just a few seconds ago?
Is this the room you like to stay in? I can't tell if those are crossed or not.
Is that a yes?
Is this the room you like to stay in, Jack? I feel like that's crossed. Nice. Thank you. That's good to know.
Because when Ed was holding it, it was like moving in. I'm thinking, Ed, stop playing around. I know you're moving it yourself. But he wasn't. The rods were moving by itself. And I'm thinking, wait, this is some real things going on. It's a lot going on.
Can you uncross them?
Is it okay if we uncross them, Jack?
Do we ask permission to uncross? And then we can uncross? Yeah, so there are these rods that the ghost tries to communicate with you through yes or no questions, and when the rods cross, they're responding to you. So I had asked a question, and Jack, this was at the schoolhouse, the ghost that haunts the schoolhouse, I had asked a question, and I almost got the feeling he was hesitant to answer because the rods were starting to converge a little bit, and then I forget what the question I asked was, but when I asked the question, he responded yes by crossing the rods. So that was the only time that happened. I know Grace she was also holding the rods too, and he wasn't necessarily responding to her, but yeah, that was interesting. Now, could my thumbs have been pushing them together a little bit? Possibly. I mean, they are very loose, but I mean, when you're holding them correctly, they're straight. And when I asked the question, they crossed. And again, that happened right after I asked a question that prompted either a yes or no answer.
Is it okay if we uncross them, Jack, so we can ask you another question? Would it staying crossed indicate a yes answer? It's hard to know, yeah.
One of those things hard to know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
maybe some
Yeah,
I've had people do this and get knocked before.
Yeah, okay.
Confirmation, but
That's
it's
okay.
hard.
that's okay, Jack. We can wait. Oh, did it uncross?
That uncrossed.
Okay, thank you. We appreciate that.
That uncrossed. Didn't do anything.
Thank you, Jack. Yeah.
Jack, is this a lot? We understand if it is.
It's the beeping.
It was this, but it just turned off. It wasn't doing anything. I think it was just the screen. So we know, Jack, this is your favorite room. Did you spend a lot of time here, Jack? Do you like it when people visit this room and talk to you?
Would you prefer if one of us was isolated asking you these questions?
The toy on the floor, it's not yours, is it, Jack? No, I didn't think so. Is there somebody else here? No. Do you like getting visitors, Jack? Maybe neutral.
Grace, you want to try holding them?
Sure.
So maybe he'll...
All right, Jack. Taking these back.
The rods was really fun. It was kind of nerve-wracking as well because they were hard to hold on to. I was afraid that I was holding them too tight at times or that they might be moving out of my control. Well, I guess that's kind of the point, but it's just hard to know what's real and what's not real. If it's moving because I tilted my hand a little ways, or if it actually happens to be something standing there moving it. So I know that we think that we had that one answer when Ed was holding the sticks, so.
What was the question we asked him where he responded?
If he spent a lot of time in this room, and then if the toy was his.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow, yeah. Are there children here, Jack, with you? Are there kids here? We all love kids.
Jack, is there anything that you really dislike? You don't have to say what, but yes or no. There are things I dislike. I don't like Avid.
Jack, do you know what Avid is?
The editing software.
Yeah.
Do you like CBS 21?
What's that?
Do you like CBS 21?
Oh.
Maybe he's a print guy.
A print guy. Did you read the news ever, Jack, when you were alive? Did you like to read? Did you know how to read? Am I holding these right? I'm scared I'm holding them too tight.
I feel like you're holding to just loosen up.
Yeah, just try not to shake. Is there something we can do to make you more comfortable, Jack?
I don't know. I believe the answers that we got. I believe asking him like, okay, is this your toy? And he says, no, I believe that. Did you spend a lot of time in this house? Yes, I believe that. I just wish we could have gotten a little bit more out of him.
Did you know your family, Jack?
Stuffy in here, maybe they're outside.
Hmm?
Maybe they're outside.
Maybe.
Did you like working?
Oh,
Did you grow up with kids,
that's our
Jack?
tour guide.
Okay.
I thought that was somebody else. Yeah. When it comes to spirits and ghosts, I want to believe in that stuff. I want to believe that it's real. I don't know if it's real because I can't necessarily prove that it doesn't exist, but I also can't necessarily prove that it does because I haven't seen anything so clear cut that convinces me that yes, we do have these things called ghosts and spirits on this earth. I definitely think humans and life in general can leave an energy when we move on, a lingering energy. I mean, you feel it all the time when when you walk into a place where something tragic has happened, you feel the negative energy from that. And I think a lot of times that can manifest into something potentially physical. And I think that's where we oftentimes cross into the paranormal world. But it's something that I think is very fascinating. And I think everybody, at the end of the day, everybody wants to believe a good ghost story.
See, when you do these kinds of experiences, whether you like it or not, you have to lean into it because it's something new. And I feel as though even though it wasn't an experience I would go through again, I can say that I did it and I recognized the spirits that were there. I was kind to those spirits And I just accepted just this experience. I don't actually, I would not do this again because I'm a positive person and I don't want to disrupt things. I want to let things be.